Hey, I don't have a voice, but I'm gonna make this video anyway, because I'm gonna tell you how God used it. So yesterday was Thursday, and I got an opportunity to teach a Bible class, not at church. So I lost my voice on Sunday. I started Sunday. By Monday and Tuesday, I had absolutely no voice. Wednesday, I had a little something, but it was still the same. But I was the whole time. I knew that God gave me a word from last year. And He told me nothing will stop the work, right? Nothing will stop the work. And right now, at that moment, that was the assignment. The assignment was for me to teach that class. So that was the work. So I was going to hold God to His word. And I want to encourage somebody that God doesn't need perfection. Even in my broken voice, he used it. So, you know, on Monday, Tuesday, I was praying. I'm like, Lord, you don't need perfection. You just need obedience. And so I'm willing and you're able. So if it be your will, then let the class go on. I'm going to teach. So Monday, like I said, Monday, Tuesday, absolutely no voice. Wednesday, kind of was able to make a little something at a deeper register, but still no voice. Thursday morning, I tested my voice, and it was nothing. But it didn't shake my faith. I was a little concerned, but I was like, Lord, either you're gonna miraculously open up my voice on the like when I when I go to teach, or I'm gonna use the little bit that you give me. So this is the thing I want to encourage you about, because we look at faith differently. We look at faith as if, okay, I'm gonna pray to the Lord and He's gonna just do it, and then we could just sit back. That's not faith. That's not putting put your actions behind your faith, because faith without works is dead. So what I did was I bought one of those vapor masks. I was wearing that all pretty much all day to get steam into my voice. I had all kinds of cough drops, all kinds of I was on all types of stuff to get my voice lubricated and just to give me something, right? I drunk tea all day long. And then Thursday came, because I believe the Lord. I believe out His word that nothing will stop the work. And I said, if it be your will, Lord, I'm willing, and you're able. So a lot of times we think that God has to come through and do it big and miraculous. But come Thursday, I sounded worse than this. It wasn't as clear as this. I was going in and out more, and I didn't have this much voice. At least I can now make some kind of like vibration with my voice. But last night it wasn't as clear as this, but I still had something. So that and I thank God for that, because the class went well. Like some people read when I couldn't, they read for me. It was like interactive. They was engaged, and it was a beautiful. God gave me new revelation to share with the class, and I'll share that in another video. But it was encouraging for me, and it just empowered my faith even more, because I was down for the Lord to just give me a full voice, like give me a miracle, like give me a full voice. But even if he didn't, He gave me a little bit, and I thank Him for that, because that little bit is still proof that God stands on His word. He said nothing will stop the work, and nothing stopped the work, not even my voice. And what was even more apparent was that God doesn't need perfection. Even my broken voice, he used to pour his oil on it, right? So he was strong where I was weak. Just like Paul said, when I am weak, then he is strong. So he covered what I couldn't. Even in my brokenness, he covered it, and the word still went out, and everybody understood. It was a great class. It was like new revelation, fresh word, a manna, like or rhema word, like a fresh word. And it was a dope class, and it just, like, for me, it was like just empowering, because God showed that when He comes through, it doesn't always look like what we think it'll look like. I would have loved to have a full voice, like a full voice, but because it was some good teaching that I really wanted to like drive home, but God showed that He used my imperfection, and He didn't need it. Wasn't about me. He still, the word still went out, and he showed that he got me no matter what, and I don't have to be perfect, and even when I'm less than my full self, he still can pour his oil on it. He still can grace me to do what he created me to do, and that was teach his word. And so I'm encouraged, man. I hope y'all encouraged by that. If God does something, or calls you to something, do it, step in it, and let him cover where you're flawed, because the work will still go on and the kingdom assignment will be accomplished. God says, my word goes out, and it accomplishes its purpose. It does not return unto me void. So God is true about his word. The word went out, and it would not return unto him void. And it didn't look like what I thought it would look like, because I wanted a full voice, or at least most of my voice. But God still came through in the little bit that he gave me. So I was encouraged by that, and I hope that encourages your faith.